St. Maarten Member of Parliament Rolando Bryson is taking steps to make Bitcoin Cash legal tender on that island. Mr. Bryson, who was one of the speakers at the recently held Electronic Cash Conference in St. Kitts on the weekend, told SK Newsline about the attempts he is taking to make Bitcoin Cash legal tender and the challenges he is facing.
I think the number one thing is education. There's a lot of misunderstandings. I've been there throughout this journey of learning cryptocurrency, that there's a lot of misinformation, there's a lot of misunderstandings, and you have to get to the root of what cryptocurrency is, the Satoshi white paper, the original purpose of it, peer-to-peer electronic cash. When you really stick to that definition and then understand what Bitcoin Cash is, then you understand that this is totally decentralized. This is not something on an exchange like FTX or anything like that. This is something in code that is handled between individuals. There's no one person that owns it. There's no one entity that governs it. It's the community of everyone that uses it that sets the price and sets the protocol. So I think we're in the right direction, especially with St. Kitts' announcement that they will have legal tender probably by March 2023.
He said Bitcoin Cash is not widely used on St. Maarten at the moment compared to St. Kitts and Nevis.
In St. Maarten, I would say it's not as prevalent yet in St. Kitts. A lot of that has to do is because I think we need more tourists actually using it and spending it and being aware of it. And also legal tender, that's why I say people want a sort of protection and afford a status for this currency before they use it. Because if I use it to pay salaries or use it as a contract, it would be like me saying, well, can I buy a house with apples or can I buy a house with beef? No, it needs to have a sort of currency status, and then I think at that point there'll be securities to protect users and to make contracts legal that people transact in Bitcoin Cash.
Meanwhile, another speaker and conference participant from Australia, who goes by the name Bitcoin Jason, spoke highly of the conference and of St. Kitts and Nevis' reception to Bitcoin Cash.
Being an Australian, it was a great opportunity to come to your country, to this conference, to this event, and the ease of me as being Australian coming to your country without having to convert Australian dollars into USD has been a cost-effective means of spending more of my money in local businesses here, because the price gouging from the exchanges gave me more money to spend. So thank you, St. Kitts, for adopting me, having me into your country. I think it's great. I would love to come again. And just imagine, St. Kitts and St. Maarten's having Bitcoin Cash as legal tender. It'd be so much easier for travellers like myself to come from Australia, from wherever, to go to St. Kitts, to St. Maarten's, and not worry about exchanging into different currencies to do so.
At Saturday's conference, Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Dr. Terence Drew, spoke of the government's intention to explore the possibility of making Bitcoin Cash legal tender, providing that the necessary safeguards are guaranteed for users in St. Kitts and Nevis. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.